Hello and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. And last time, remember, we were on the first half of this strange case of who killed Elise Dunham. And taking charge of the event this time around is our own wonderful Miles Edgeworth, aka Reiji Mitsurugi. So, let's continue where we last left off, namely the second half of the trial, as we await our special guest of honor. I'm not looking forward to this, are you? Of course you are. February 9th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Excuse me. Lady-sama. I'm not really sure what to say.
Itis, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Alright. I'll help you any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mitsurugi-san, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing. That night, the temple's snowmobile was used in between the times Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mitsurugi-san.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Huh.
The safety of the acolytes.
The acolytes. Oh. She must be talking about Maya. Itis, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Dunham?
No matter who or what may come. I could never take a life.
As I thought. No psychologues. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. February 9th, 11:36 a.m. District Court Courtroom, number 7. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior?
He was sketching something very intensely.
Thou asked what the witness was sketching when he was detained.
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious wit.
I can only presume that his intention was to capture you. Ah!
And is it? It's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court.
Ladies! To them!
I hope you're ready.
Get in here! It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today.
The sketch is in contempt of this court.
Hey! I was just artistically rendering!
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Look! I'll never put a French straining out and about! I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, meridian. Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it? I know! I graduated junior high, okay? Oh, good Lord, man. Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of is. Working in the fields. I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. That's it! Thanks, buddy! Kind of sad that I was able to understand his mental train right the whole sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Stop your pathetic
babbling and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is just as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. This is so much for me. Yes, what did you see, Larry? What did you see? Well, inquiry minds want to know. I was at the lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Witness, please refrain. Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during a testimony. Nobody, nothing but a small worthless matter. Why was I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right! I'm behind everything, every case! No, not every case. You were just there. Watch out, okay? Touching me will make you eternally unhappy! I don't know about that, though. Well, then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching. Thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Lally Hall. So, what the hell did he see? Martin! A number of times. How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night. You bet! Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hand. You'll say. It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack using this blackmail letter. Blackmail? No! That was simply out of my... You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey, for a whimpering whining wuss of a witness. So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw some of it. You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. Eh? Well, you see, being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all. Sir, that's bull and you know it. You know exactly who you saw that night. It was this person right here. You got it! Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry.
But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Are you trying to console me?
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
You're totally putting this on me.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Naruhodo Yuichi to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts! We shall call you Masashi!
That's right. Me in the flesh.
Listen carefully, listeners. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
But why would you want me to do this?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue, is all I need from you. Easier said than done.
I think I finally woke it out.
At least you're not woke.
Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll test that. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
I'll ask again then. Wait, miss. What did you see on the night of the murder?
Please make it good. Please make it good.
I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out. Like, almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry.
It's nothing like threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. The Cyban Shaw is getting his money's worth today. What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess.
Excited, dare I even ask?
I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait. And I thought she might come early, too.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all. In the end.
Because they never arranged for me in the first place, did they? Shut up! Don't go picking my phone memories apart! Shut up! Don't go picking my phone memories apart! Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her.
This light was, of course, lightning. Like, kapow!
Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom! So, ah! Or a little like that. Ah! Yeah, that's more like a punch from Miranda. Wait a minute, did you actually see the lightning hit the breach? Well, I was a bit startled by the flashlight, so... You said right away. But exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shop you're in from the beach? Hold on, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk. And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school championships can compare. Well, should I dress info? Yeah. So how and why did you not call anyone? Alright, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Itchy? What's with serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? No, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Huh? Yeah, okay. A reason, my reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell him, I just didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Did you know about this? Of course you didn't. Yahari. Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, Itchy? You make me sound like some sort of alien! But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible, those. Those are word problems, man. Nobody can figure that shit out. That's just a trick question. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. That's 15 minutes, dude. Come on now. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakola Temple. Thus, Naruhodo was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Right, Masashi? Excuse me. I have an objection. No go. Ashley! How many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Laurie Doodham. Shut up! It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss May Kuruma. The slope ahead is slippery. So there is still no way that Naruhodo could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what? Naruhodo did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. Larry, Masashi! You arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. But Naruhodo did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you to stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then, what's happened during these missing 15 minutes? I just got brutally worked up by toilet splashback. Oh, let's not talk about toilet splashback. That's just. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Larry, hold on. So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Naruhodo Yuichi. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Honzo? The bridge is burning before your eyes,
and there is a phone right next to it. Why, then, did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn?
Sometimes people like watching the world burn.
And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there, staring into space. This witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
Masashi, you had one job and failed. That's the story of his life. He had one job and failed.
That's what it sounds like. Ah, but this is Masashi we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid.
Oh, the burns. They run deep.
Which means there has to be a reason for the action. Edgy? I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes.
I may really say it this time. Everything. That's it.
Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. And now,
for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
what exactly were you doing? And do we have to slap you around like a bitch?
I am a student. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a friendship vibe. The shock and all that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up.
I suppose artists can be strange folk. We are strange folk, believe me. We are very much strange. I am no exception to that rule.
That's right! I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Not me, brother.
I'm a writer, not a drawer. And I'm not going to sacrifice everything just for what I see in my head. I'm sorry. That don't work that way for me.
Including the truth from the sound of it.
Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
And what would that be?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? That's why I think about that. I intend to drag the reason out of him.
You'll regret this, Edgy.
Oh, really, my boy. Multi!
Sketching the burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is
Burning red.
Ah!
Enough.
Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, Witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean!
Oh, that does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what takes there. Let's look at it. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turn out like this.
Imagine what?
That Maurice Dunham's debut would take place here, today, like this. Shite! No! Okay. But still yourself. This is the world of Maurice Dunham! God damn!
Oh. Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Langkarma.
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Is it? Is it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Masashi.
What?
The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure?
You spy that? I thought you might.
However much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
It's Iris, of course. Iris!
Japanese name Ayana.
I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that?
Masashi, please answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep. That's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist.
Ah!
You!
Hi! That cat is really high up in that bitch. That was perfect. This cat is really high up in this picture. The real logic breaker, right? Larry Butts, the only guy who basically breaks all logic. Ah!
What was that for?
This is all about you. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please with your cheek from now on if you touch your my theories.
Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly! Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. There has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth. What? Me? Oh, good Lord, I almost puked there. This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness. Oh, dear sweet Lord, that's terrible. Ugh. I'm okay, I gotta pull through this. Oh, hold on. Accessory to foolishness. Reiji Mitsurugi. Let us get back to the cross-examination. By force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what did you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from me! Horrible sketch of what he saw the night of the crime. Now, hurry up and cross-examine him! Here's Ayami Hood. Iguri! Masashi, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
Your position dashes me irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole dollar if that's true.
You give me a whole dollar, that is the truth, really? If that is truly the case, I'll take my 5. Then there is one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Ayame.
Well, what? What do you mean? I don't understand! A foolhardy folly of a foolish species by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool.
I'm actually glad I'm going to post this next week.
How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood. Correct?
Of course she was! That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Ayame. The hood is my darling Ayame, and Ayame is my darling hood. It seems there are bigger fools. It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
Masashi, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Ayame wasn't wearing a hood. She had given it to Naruhodo as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Naruhodo who took flight? sound. I think you understand what I mean just fine. What? Why did Nick, Iris Hood? What? Angie! What's going on with Iris and Nick? Why, you Nick? You dog! I do believe he's high. He was smoking before he came to the stand. That this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded, straight into the garbage. What is it now, Venus? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Angie! The day's that I get to completely stupefy you! I want to make sure I'm reading that right. Give me a hot second. I'm going to Google this. Okay, that's a real word. What is the meaning of your outburst, Venus? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive evidence. Naomi did indeed come flying over the burning bridge. And I, Larry Stunim, shall prove it. I am indeed high. What? I did not expect to ask this again. But we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Because I'm gonna feed you a whopper serving of pain! You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. Proof that I'm a flu! Oh, God. Use the hollow points of courage. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frankly searched all over for her. That let me
finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost the crystal sphere that night. That's it. Crystal sphere. This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. That sphere. Where did you find it? Let me see. Around here. Somewhere? Looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward. There's something on it. Alive. It's blood. What? Blood. Found half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge the night of the crime. Has blood on it. You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. I doubt it, Masashi. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Didn't you want to be called Larry's dinner only a few minutes ago? No, man. Yahari! That statement contradicts the data That statement contradicts the data provided by this piece of evidence. It does. How do you mean? Forgive me, Your Honor, but you just said it yourself that it does. Don't try to play mind games with me. No, I've read that one. It appears I have yet to adjust to being on this side of the court. Make sure I'm reading that right.
Yahari? Take this. There we go. Masashi. That night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who? Who was this stupid idiot? Miss Elise Dunham, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. Hey! That's my photograph! Give it back! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike! In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime. The crystal sphere! It's gone! Why? 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 Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not a young at all. She was not wearing a hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Dunham? A fool alongside another fool, or a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly. Thus, it is rejected. You can't do that! I saw it with my own two. And this crystal sphere. This is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you realize it as well. Reaching maturity. 30 minutes later. Elise Dunham was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to this breach. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this cat. That is all. Miss May Karuma.
The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me?
The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder.
Yet you expect us to believe it has nothing to do with this case?
The crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the beach after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch.
What?
You mean
I'm the killer? No!
all joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is relative to the case.
She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Denham left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called would have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Reiji and Mei. Now pull out your cock.
Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Yes, I can. Simply prove it. That's the only option. That's what he do. That's the way Naruhodo Yuichi would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You will do what? That look in your eyes, I love it. You remind me of Naruhodo Yuichi when he is cornered. That should come as no surprise. My father was a defensive attorney. Because right now, I am Naruhodo Yuichi. And I am indeed cornered. The spirit of justice. That's like saying, I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus. I am Kenshiro. Everybody's like, I am Kenshiro. I am Spartacus. I am Kenshiro. I am Phoenix Wright. I am Naruhodo Yuichi. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. If this is gonna make sense, well, how about the sphere itself? This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct?
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I need to hear from you, Masashi. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Oh. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What?
Order! 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 On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose.
What could that have been?
This sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish? Miss Karuma. Boy, that smirk. That smirk says it all.
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Reiji Mitsurugi? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
That's not exactly true, now is it?
To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing! Damn you!
No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed. Thus, there was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Reiji and the Estonian body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the event is also perfectly plausible.
Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple.
Yeah, you can take that, Reggie.
On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. But it could also have been used to carry a body. Order!
Yes. This is completely unacceptable. Reiji and Mei. You dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the only one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late. Me Karuma. In fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Elise Junem, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for, And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. And you're looking at this dude right here. It's like, that's a piece of work. It's like, such a creature could never see the truth. This dude right here. That's my friend you're talking about. We know he's weird. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. God damn! Fuck, man! Like the burns have burns on top of the burns that have burns. Because the burns that have been burnt to burnt has been burnt. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this. So it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. And she... Thank you! That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. God! 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 Fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Mei Karuma, you make a wonderful partner. Posting these pictures right up on Facebook after I'm done. Excuse me? There was one reason, and one alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Naruhodo. Really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me from the very beginning that I would have had much of a house. Eiji Mitsurugi. Fuck me. I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. Why shit? This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. Damn! You are an affront to all the legal system stands for! I demand satisfaction! Damn, woman! Shit!
I cannot believe that was the witness testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the question it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you. Court is now adjourned. Yay-ho! And with this, I'm actually going to stop your Alexa. And in the next part, we go back to investigation with Phoenix, of all things. So stay tuned as we conduct even more investigation to part 3-1 in Bridge to the Turnabout. Stay tuned. More of this right after this. Thanks for watching.